Hey there, Bandit Racing League fans. Marshall Crocker Jr. here, talking to you all about GeezerAuthentics.com, your place for official Bandit Racing League merchandise. Let's check out some of our hot new items, including the Jackson Knock t-shirts that come in a variety of sizes and colors, just the same as our new 785 Racing hoodies. They come in a variety of colors to keep you warm and toasty this winter season. You can also see our Simtrax broadcasting merch to rep your favorite broadcaster, with some desk pads and some water bottles and various other merchandise, as well as our GFR Racing team shirts to rep each and every driver on one of the best teams in Bandit. Go check out GeezerAuthentics.com to see how you can support the series and your favorite drivers.
LAT Racing Oils is invested in winning. With industry-leading at-track support, superior engineering, blending technology, and the World Championships to prove it, LAT is your premier choice for racing lubricants. Used by NHRA Pro Mod champions Jose Gonzalez and Chris Thorne along with their closest competitors, LAT Racing Oil continues to carry top-level racers to the winner's circle in all categories of competition. From engine oil to transmission fluid and gear oil, LAT has you covered from end to end in your race car. A nationwide dealer network means easy access to our products as well. Visit LATRacingOils.com for more.
Hey Bandit Racing League viewers, Marshall Crocker Jr. here, driver of the 785 Racing number 78 car, here to tell you all about the all-new Bandit website. From this week, BanditRacingLeague.net is your place for all things Bandit Racing League. At the top of the website, when you log in, you'll see a couple tabs, including our Season 13 schedule, where you can see where we'll be every given Wednesday night of the season. We got our live racing broadcast page, courtesy of Simtrax Broadcasting, where you can watch all of our past races from this season. We've also got our About page, which includes a little bit of info, and a Request to Join link, where you can become one of our newest drivers in Season 14. Finally, we've got our standings from this season, where you can find out which of your favorite drivers will be in the top 12 at season's end, who will make the Bandit Season 13 playoffs. And finally, our race results page for the most recent results from the last race in the calendar. After you're done watching tonight's broadcast, why not go check out BanditRacingLeague.net to learn more about your favorite Wednesday night racing series. Thanks very much, everybody, and enjoy the rest of the broadcast.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to SimTrack Broadcasting. We are coming to you live here at the Last Colosseum, none other than Bristol Motor Speedway. For the Food City machine here, we are seeing normally the Food City 500, but tonight will actually be the Bristol Concrete 153. Joining alongside me tonight will be Stella, of course, hanging out with us as we introduce the Bandit Racing League here at this track. Stella, who else do we have to introduce here to this league and the track out here and the way these guys race?
Well, we've got just a couple new fellas going to be observing tonight. That would be Pedro Leon. He is brand new. And let's see, our other fella is James Sitterly. So these guys won't be running tonight, but they will be joining the league, and we wanted to make sure they had a warm welcome.
All right. Appreciate them hanging out here with the Bandit Racing League. They are definitely getting ready to kick off here as they are still going through the preliminaries before they race in the playoffs with these guys and start creating a little bit of ruckus out there or any trouble out there, so they're going to have a chance. Let's see if I can find a driver out there who's not finishing up their qualifying laps right now. I believe Paul Wilson knocks down in a third-place start for him in the 82 Buick out there. Great job by him as he's flying around. I believe I'm currently looking at the number 11 out there of Bill Harkins. Right now, Harkins looking to have a good run here tonight. Notice his time was a little bit off, though, but he is fighting the tire wear strategy, and he is looking to see if he can battle up to the front on that strategy. Now, let's take a look at what our race is going to consist of here tonight here at the Bandit Racing League for the Bristol Concrete 153. Of course, 153 meaning 153 laps tonight and a 70% fuel limit. Fuel may or may not be an issue here, but we're going to see an extra set of tires down in the pits, so we'll have 4 hanging out there with them. 1 faster pair, of course, than this, of course, being a fixed setup league. I'll be your lead producer tonight. We already introduced Miss Stella here as our commentator, and Nicole Krazel and Bradley Shin will be hanging out as race control. They'll have their eyes in the sky, looking to see if anybody decides to try to hail melon around this one, as they're going to give it a shot and bring on that 70-degree temperature here at Bristol. Definitely, Ed, is exactly what we're going to see here tonight. Is Jay out there saying, hey, how could you forget we're in the 87s tonight? It is going to be a wild run. Of course, the following race after this will be Xfinities, and then after that moves us into the next gens once again. So that is going to kind of round it up here, as the rest of our drivers out here are pretty petrified of how this race is going to go. I can definitely expect to see probably some cautions out here. We're going to have guys trying to wrap themselves around, hopefully not each other out there, but trying to figure out how to get around this track and safely. A lot of times you see these guys ride high, a little bit lower through 1 and 2, a little higher through 3 and 4. But in the 87s, we throw it way back here, Stella. And a lot of guys are noticing this doesn't handle like a next gen. This doesn't handle like an Xfinity car. Everything is shifting around just a bit, and that's something they can't do. They've got to find a solid line, and I've found that most of the time it's halfway or 3/4 of the way up the track to keep that traction and keep the tire wear to a minimum. That way we can last as long as possible out here at the track.
Yeah, that sounds good, but plans don't always work out. You'll have a caution when you're not expecting it. You'll think, oh, I'll go down now and grab some gas, grab some tires, and the next thing you know, you're a lap down, because these laps here, you're looking at maybe 15 seconds.
Yes, we have about 15 and a half, worst case scenario, nudging the edge of 16, but already 1 second off. That means 15 laps. We're catching the tail end of the field, so you do not want to qualify here in the back, or actually in the middle. If you can get a top 10 start, that is pretty much prime area to get going there, so we will definitely see if that is going to be the case here tonight. Right now, a lot of drivers nervous because not only that, but we reached the next round of the playoffs. 8 drivers made it, and 4 were eliminated. Stella, can you go over our elimination round?
I can. You give me the bad news. Mr. Sean Britt, Bob Berry, Foster, and Nickerson were the 4 that did not make the cut to the final 8 for the next round here of 3 races, being Bristol, Texas, and Dover.
All right, well, that's going to be tough there, as Dover is going to be another concrete track here in this running. So we have got the 2 concrete mixing bowls out there that these guys are going to have to do as we're taking a look out there at Kevin Foster. Unfortunately, one of our drivers that was eliminated out there. I know Sean Britt out there was having some trouble, and unfortunately, just not only in this league, but I don't know if you guys tuned in to our broadcast in another league, but he was actually taken out in that one as well. So, man, oh man, I'll tell you what, if that guy has got bad luck, there's nowhere else to find it but with that Weathermaster machine. So hopefully we see Sean Britt clean it up here a little bit, and he's going to definitely have to sit back and try to regroup because, boy, his team has just been bashed and beaten around, and it is almost the same thing that we saw last year out of Sean Britt. He ended up making it into the playoffs and then was eliminated first round by almost the identical thing. Ended up getting put into the wall and kind of blown up, and then just could not recover. And a lot of things you see here, Stella, is when we get into the playoffs, it's all about consistency. Guys have got to get out there on the track. You got to get good qualifying, good pit stops out there, which means it requires every member of the team to do a great job. And then we kind of teeter on it back and forth whether or not they are going to be able to survive for the remainder of the season. Now, I wouldn't say that you have to have a win to stay in. I mean, look at, once again, John Osborne. I mean, he made it how far into the playoffs last year, and it's almost we're doing the same thing this year. He doesn't need a win, but that consistency is what keeps him in. It's going to be obviously that final race that everybody's really going to be circling out there. Who can be the fastest one out there, and you've got to come out with the highest spot. And that's exactly what these guys are definitely going to be weighing their options and figuring out if that is going to be their key to success out here. A driver I do want to see if we can introduce here is Ethan Sikorsky out there in the number 94, as he is currently hanging out in pit road waiting there for the driver's meeting. Ethan Sikorsky, you still make it here in the playoffs, man. How much does this race mean to you here?
It's probably the most important one so far for me, because so far I think I've managed to get a pretty decent amount of speed here, but a pretty lackluster qualifying effort, if I do say so myself. But yeah, no, this is gonna be fun.
All right, well, I'm gonna poke a sore spot here, Ethan. I know maybe not broadcast worthy, but we'll give it a shot here, and let's let you kind of turn this around. A vote was taken out there by your peers and your other race car drivers that you may not be the one to make it to the next round or to win this whole thing. How does that set your mood and your attitude for these upcoming races?
Honestly, it doesn't really change much. I honestly think it's fun to be considered the dark horse of this, so it doesn't affect me in the slightest, but it was definitely funny to poke fun at it, though.
Okay, beautiful, because that's what I wanted to know. I mean, do you feel like everybody out there hates you, or is it, okay, time to put up and shut up, and this is your time to really shine?
I think the latter of that, yeah. I think it's going to be just prove them wrong. Let's see. All right. Let's see what I can't do.
Awesome. Ethan Sikorsky, we hope to see you have a good race out there. That Monte Carlo needs a good finish here tonight, and we'll be rooting you on here from the booth, buddy. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, Ethan Sikorsky, he is going to go ahead and hang in there. Now, another driver I would probably say maybe teetering a little bit, Bob Berry, who ended up getting knocked out, unfortunately, from that run. But we'll see if we can grab a hold of the number 75 car out there. Bob Berry, you got a copy on me here, buddy? Bob Berry. Bob Berry. Got it.
Concentrating.
Yeah, I see him working on it there a little bit. I think he's going to try to see if he can fix his Discord here. And then that way we can try to see see if we can get Bob Berry to chime in. Let's see. Come on, Bob. Almost there.
He got out of the car.
So close.
Just to come see you.
Yep. I know. I think he's going to chew me out right here. Let's see if we can grab a hold of another driver as well. We'll get Bob Berry and Kevin Foster. Kevin Foster, you got a copy on me out there, buddy?
I got you.
All right, man. Dude, I hate to say it. Elimination last round. How does that set the tone for the remainder of these playoffs?
Last week was terrible. But, we just got to go out there and perform. That's first and foremost. But, definitely keep an eye on the championship drivers. Try not to get in their way, but definitely try to get out there and still, for my fans and sponsors and everything out there, just trying to get them in victory lane and get them on the broadcast, and that's the ultimate goal for the last few races.
All right, man, definitely it's going to be a hard turn here. You notice Bristol's starting to take some of these, some of these drivers for a loop, which I see right there, Kevin. What is tripping some of these guys up out there, and what's the toughest part about this track?
Well, it's a little loose on cold tires, and then after 7-8 laps, it definitely does start to push. So we're going to be diamonding the corners. So we're going to be entering the middle, then we're going to be drifting up, and that's going to cause some issues, especially when trying to pass people. Trying to drift up in the corner, then trying to cut it down and get the run off. And if someone's running the low line, it's definitely going to cause some issues. But but the best part is it's short track racing, high banked half mile here in Bristol. It's going to be wild. It's going to be action packed, and the most important thing, the fans are going to be in for a show, and I hope we don't disappoint.
All right, man. Well, we'll definitely let you get to it. Obviously, your car looks like it's going to need some a little bit of repair there to the front nose. Good luck to you, Kevin.
Good thing is though, Ultimate Towing's on the hood. So if I need a tow truck, I got a good tow sponsor to come pick this thing up and tow it back to the guys there.
Attaboy. Now you're thinking. All right, you hanging out with your GFR team tonight?
Absolutely.
All right. Good luck to you, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, that is our little word there from Kevin Foster. We'll chime in one more time and check in on Bob Berry and see if he is rocking and rolling out there. Bob, check 1, 2. You there?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Beautiful. All right, man. I hate to say it. I'm going to ask you the same thing, man. Elimination last round. A lot of guys are going to be kind of going out there with a chip on their shoulder. How do you feel about tonight?
Yeah, I mean, it was painful to get knocked out last week, but it was a good race overall. I mean, we think we ran pretty well. Today, still just trying to attract some new sponsors over for the league as well as for myself. So just focus on going out and running my best race.
Yeah, I would say even if you're not in the playoffs, you still run like you're in the playoffs. Nothing shifts up and changes a whole lot of points chasing out there than a non-playoff driver going out there and winning a race. We saw that, I believe, at Talladega, where we saw at least 6 or 7 drivers get into the top 10. And you want to talk about guys that were looking for points, and it would not happen. So that is going to be pretty tough out there. Now, when you get out here onto the track and you notice how Bristol's getting slick, even for Kevin Foster, who ended up rearranging the front nose of his Buick out there, is it best to stay more on the high side of the track, or is it nicer to scrub down closer to the asphalt?
Yeah, I mean, kind of like he said, there's a bit of a diamond technique here that seems to work pretty well. You'll see a lot of guys wall ride too. I think that's probably a little bit more lenient on the tires, but this track definitely beats them up, and there's going to be a lot of coming and going in this one because people will burn their stuff up real quick.
All right, yeah, and I believe that, and I don't know how long the car will be able to handle that kind of abuse on the right side of the car, but we'll definitely find out. Good luck to you, Bob.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh, yeah. All right, Stella, that is going to do it for us with our couple of driver interviews out there. I'm hoping you guys are liking our new style that we got running here. Out here on the broadcast, being able to talk to our guys and kind of see what they've got and how they're holding up. But I tell you what, everybody's driver out there, I notice out there in the chat, Mama Goose, and I'm sure Jay as well, you're going to be happy tonight to see how your driver is going to be starting this one, as it is going to be awesome here for Brett Guzik, which Brett Guzik will actually be starting in the number 2 position here tonight as we get our grid kicked off here. Benjamin Lacey will be starting in the number 1 spot, and the 04, Brett Guzik. Remember, green numbers are guys in the playoffs, and they also have the lip spoiler on the back as well to help identify them. Paul Wilson will be sitting 3rd, where Eddie Hagge is 4th. Moving on to Cody Welch 5th, and Curtis Yancey will be on the outside of row number 3. Not bad there for 4 drivers in the top 6. Let's find a few more, where Ricky Hart sits in 7th, and Ethan Sikorsky that we had a chat with out there. He's calling himself the dark horse. Let's see how he does as he sits 8th. Nick Nickerson, who just got knocked out, sitting in 9th, and Jackson Knock still in it. He'll be in 10th. We'll see how he fights his way up to the front, and if he decides to stay exactly where he's at. Matt Crockett and Jason Greenwell looking to see if he can hang in there as he starts in 11th and 12th. Moving on to the rest of our field here, Bob Berry will be 13th next to Brandon Jackson. Jackson was pretty happy with his couple finishes ago, as he's got a definitely a top 3 on his list. Connor Gibson will be 15th. Carter Phillips will be 16th. Moving on to Kevin Foster and Bill Harkins there for row number 9. Row number 10 kicks off with John Osborne and David Lakey. Lakey actually having a little farther back start than we expected, even here in the booth, and hopefully we'll see him fight his way back to the front, and that'll give us 20 drivers on the night. Both these on 21st and 24th are our race control, and our new guys who tried out earlier tonight will be starting in 22nd and 23rd. That brought to you by the Perfect Shine Auto Spa. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us here at Simtrax Broadcasting. We are about to go green here as the pace car lights are out this time by. Cars will be coming on down, and this is going to be a wild race, especially, I think, starting right from the beginning. Stella, anything to add here right before we get to the start-finish line?
I was letting you go for it, but I'm ready to see Barney wave that flag. Let's go green.
Whoa, he's going to do it, and Cody Welch is dumped right at the beginning of the field here. We'll have a caution immediately starting this race. Cody Welch dumped. And what I mean by that, looks like he got rear-ended and sent straight into the wall. Holy cow.
My goodness, and ended up even having to take a tow, which is going to be devastating.
I would be amazed if he didn't rip his wheel off the edge of the desk here or the edge of his rig. I would be absolutely floored right now of how Welch gets a top 5 start and gets sent straight into the wall.
Well, let's take a look and see how that happens.
That is a heck of an idea. Why don't we do that? Let's take a look at the yellow flag here. Cody Welch. You see him starting, boonk, right in the back of Benjamin Lacey. Yeah, I can't really blame Ricky Hart in the 28 for that, because it looked like Welch was ready to go, and sandbagging it there was Benjamin Lacey.
Well, yeah, because technically Lacey should have needed to cross that start-finish line first.
Yes. Yeah,
so
the start-finish line first. But
back?
He can start whenever Barney says so. And that's going to be the key here to this, kind of the replay here of who did what first. Green flag is out. And is Benjamin Lacey going? You see the green flag waving right there, and Benjamin Lacey's not taking off. In hindsight here, Stella, looking at what we're seeing here, if I were Benjamin Lacey, and if there's a driver you're concerned of, right now this could black flag Brett Guzik by passing the line first.
That's kind of what I was wondering, is if he is going to end up incurring a penalty for doing that, as well as whoever was behind him, because I think even the person behind Brett may have crossed the line before Benjamin Lacey did.
Yeah, it should technically be a run at the line as soon as they get going. And RC's going to have their hands full on the first lap here of this race. I mean, we haven't even gotten the tower up onto the screen yet.
No.
And we got guys smashing into each other. Now, I don't know if 28 is going to say, hey, I'm taking the fall for the turn here, the cause of the caution, because he is back here and now 16th. And I'm showing Cody Welch. Yep, all right, he's mobile again.
Yeah, but to have to take your fast repair, on lap 0.
Lap 0, yes. All right, let's try this one more time. Brett Guzik going to show us how to get it started. Away we go. Boy, Eddie Haggy, good turn out of 3 and 4. That's going to give him across the line in that number 1 position. Brett Guzik's now going to be chasing. Watch Yancey. Yancey's going to see if he can get anything going here. As Yancey sits in 3rd, not bad. Gaining 3 on the night already. Quick little pushing and shoving out here on the track. These guys have found maybe their groove already. 1, 2, and 3 settle down following each other, but there's still a tangle up here around the Ethan Sikorsky area. Looks like I think he finally clears Benjamin Lacey as Lacey's starting to fly by. Yeah, Jennifer's saying that is not okay. Yeah, I know. It seems the little contact that we had there at the beginning. I would say that Benjamin Lacey did have to cross the line first. But it's up to Barney to send the green flag. As soon as the green flag came out, it was Benjamin Lacey's time to go. I did not see him break pace speed. So I think RC is really crunching down on this one from what I'm looking at their decision up top of what is going to happen. That Benjamin Lacey may not be at fault here. And Welch may have gotten on the gas assuming green, what his spotter probably even told him. And he hit it. And that may have ended up causing a problem when there was a checkup because Benjamin Lacey was not ready to go quite yet.
No, it did not seem. He was waiting for a different shade of green.
Yeah. Right now, that puts Cody Welch down 4 laps. Bristol's known for some of these cautions, so as long as right now, if Cody Welch can stay on the lead lap and stay out of getting lapped again, which right now I'm currently showing him a bit off. Right now, we're waiting to see if Welch can fight his way up to the front. Right now, the nose will catch the tail eventually, as we see right now Eddie Hagge coming around turn number 2. Let's see if we can get our positions up there. Yep, we're about half track already.
Wow.
Yep, and Welch currently
Eddie Hagge's
sitting.
putting down some blazing speeds. He's right now put down the best time of the night at 15.863. So his goal, I believe, is probably to get out there and make sure that nobody touches him.
Yep, I would guarantee that. Right now, Cody Welch, he has got to stay clean out there, but right now, Eddie Hagge would love to come away with a win deep into the playoffs and see if he can come away with something. Now, as we kind of take a look here at where everybody is, back of the field here is sitting right now Ricky Hart in the 28. David Lakey, we move up. Kevin Foster. John Osborne. These guys in their Buicks and Chevys where Bill Harkins sits. Matt Crockett is all the way up here. So no fear as we see that second clump of cars. As 14 that you see here in the back of that second clump of cars that's down on the bottom across the start-finish line, that is Cody Welch sitting right in front of him. So I think he's got plenty of room that he is able to escape here. So he's actually only about a quarter of the track behind instead of half track. So Cody Welch, I don't think he'll be going down a lap, but I see out there Jay saying angry speed, and that may be what costs him the race if he's not careful. As right now he is still shooting up the track here. That's actually him passing the 13th position driver. And if Welch can get mad enough to get one of his laps back the hard way, then get the wave around, this actually may cut his time in half. But Stella, multiple cautions are going to be required. A lot of passing is going to need to be required. Not being involved in those cautions. And notice we are already at lap number 21. So time ticks by pretty quick here as these times are still hitting a 15:86. Fastest time there for Eddie Hagge, and he's still got the lead.
Yeah, I'm also thinking that Cody Welch has to hope that he either gets a wave around, gets up past Eddie Hagge, which that is going to be a trick, before someone else gets lapped. Because all it takes is Eddie Hagge passing one person, and Cody Welch will lose that lucky dog position.
Not bad. Not bad at all. You are correct. That's definitely something to really think about. So if Kevin Foster goes a lap down, which currently he's sitting less than 5 seconds from that mark, of Kevin Foster going down a lap, and it's getting worse. Kevin Foster falling way back here. And if Kevin Foster goes down a lap, Cody Welch will be sitting at the back of the line waiting to get around. Take a look back there off Kevin Foster's rig. And right now the big red propane machine, you'll see right at the top right of your screen, you'll kind of see Eddie Hagge floating in there.
Yeah, with this tiny little half-mile track and 24 to 28 degree turns, it's hard to see anything back there. There's not enough straightaway.
Yep, let's see if we can get a better angle. Yep, there's you can see a little bit of a blink if you know what you're looking for out there. All right, checking out there in the chat, you guys are saying, could this knock him out of the championship? Stella, caution.
Yes.
All right, bad for whoever it was. but good for
Bill
the rest.
Harkins at least one.
All right. Go ahead and make some adjustments here. All right, as they get to their creeping, crawling pace speed, I believe it is about 40 miles an hour here.
We've got some takers into pit road already, too.
Yes. Well, if you're looking to switch up this race and change it up, now would be a great time to come down into pit. Right now, Carter Phillips, John Osborne, Paul Wilson, Ricky Hart, Connor Gibson, Kevin Foster, David Lakey, and Bill Harkins. Now, Harkins looks like we've got some damage to the front nose of this car. Let's see what causes that number 11 to get turned around out there.
I'm sorry, I love when the fast repairs pop in, or in this case, pop back out.
Yeah, looks like Harkins got loose, and around he goes. Boy.
Oh, nice dodge. Okay. He did not hit his nose.
No.
Did somebody else hit his nose?
Yeah, that's where we're getting ready to find out here. Number 11 machine, trying to see if we can see an angle. Whoop. Now remember, Bill Harkins at one point earlier had problems with some of his mechanical items on that that he has at the
steering
house.
wheel and all.
Yeah, some of the steering wheel problems. He also had some trouble out there with his pedals. So I don't know if he's still fighting that brake pedal. It's easier to hit the gas, but definitely having some brake pedal problems. So we're checking to see if anything happened to old Bill Harkins here. What caused any sort of that damage?
Oh, he got the All About Barrels award.
There it is. Welcome to the All About Barrels.
Oh, my goodness. That's why he has the perfect little round half moon shape in his front bumper. Oh, my goodness.
Boy, this, I tell you what, guys, anybody who's tuned in out here, even all my subscribers and you all out there chatting, this is an insane start to this race. I am scratching my head a little bit on some of these issues we are seeing out here, but what do you say we get this back under green? As Eddie Haggy looking to restart this one.
Oh, my.
Yeah, great go with this one. Look at that fantastic turn here. Look at Eddie Haggy. Right now, I definitely have something, his crew chief and his spotter are going to be kind of watching what Jackson Knock is doing. Whoa!
Oh.
Yep. Yep, I see that. Curtis Yancey getting a little squirrely.
Greenwell sideways. We're under caution. Man, Greenwell was one of the fellas. I mean, Greenwell and Cody Welsh, Anita Sikorsky, even David Lakey were all out here practicing, and I was looking, they did over 100 laps just in practice. So this is painful that they've, practiced so hard, get so far along, and then boom.
Yeah. Power Greenwell, you might have want to gone around there instead of coming in, because right now this will put him down the lap almost immediately.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he should have. Yeah, if he had rushed around, might have been able to get down there and get something done. So we'll see how all that goes. But Jason Greenwell going to be our guy, who ended up going around. We'll see what causes this. And the 30.
That would be a little help.
All right, Carter Phillips doing a little ARCA braking out here.
And Ricky Hart taking a serious hit on the front end. I don't think he has much of it left.
Carter Phillips is sponsoring this race, is he not?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Bump ahead.
Yeah. He's definitely doing that. All right. This, of course, brought to you by LAT Racing Oils as our caution sponsor.
Yep, that high-performance race oil for the real world at latracingoils.com.
Yeah, a lot of punishment that these cars are having to take. LAT Racing Oils can hook you up with that, making your engine last as long as absolutely possible, even in between races. Alrighty. Eddie Haggy and Jackson Knox sitting 1 and 2. Brett Guzik and Ethan Sikorsky, I think they'll be going at it for 3 and 4. Right now, I'm interested to see if Knock has got anything here for Eddie Haggy. This may be actually a help there for that Ford Thunderbird that Brett Guzik is driving, being able to get to a good restart. They'll be sitting behind Mr. Haggy here.
Ooh.
All right, Stella, you have got a tally on our cautions, correct?
I do.
Look
we have
at
3
you.
so far.
Fantastic. Fantastic. All right, pace car
That's why
lights
you
are
keep me
out.
around.
Next time we see a open pit road, which will be on the next stretch, pace car will be in, and we'll get back to it back under green.
Sounds good. Now, also, make note, if it wasn't brought up before, the top 10 currently have not come into pit. So the only ones are from 11 on down, minus Mr. Carter Phillips, who was chosen not to come down. So, be interesting.
Yep. Each turn, guys can make an adjustment, try to set somebody up. Right now, Curtis Yancey looks like he's driving like somebody's called his mother a bad name here. Outside line there for Yancey. I thought Brett Guzik was about to get in some trouble there. Hovering on that bottom line is Brandon Jackson. That's giving him 8 gained here on the night. Not bad. A driver who still hasn't pit is Bob Berry out there in the 75. A quick little stack up there from Nick Nickerson. Now Nickerson's trying to see if he can floss through here. Take a look off the side of his vehicle.
Almost didn't recognize him in red.
Boy, yeah, right now that is Benjamin Lacey and the Real Earth machine sitting currently behind him.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, there's the room. Benjamin Lacey trying to get that Pontiac a little farther forward here.
Almost looked like he was going to make his own lane there up the middle.
There, that's what Nickerson's looking for. Little mistake there. Yancey decides to take the bottom, and Nickerson's going to attack from the top. So obviously that 3/4 to 1 lane all the way toward the top. That is the speedy lane, as Yancey doesn't lose 1, but looking to lose 2, possibly 3, as look who's showing up, Kevin Foster.
Oh, yeah.
Foster taking it 3 wide here. As he's
Those big
shooting
red
his way up
propane
to the
guys
front.
getting together.
Yeah, no kidding. GFR team finally banding together here as he slides up into the 7th position. Not bad there by Kevin Foster. Great job here so far. Eddie Haggy still leading this race, but not getting the breakaway that he had before. Right now, Jackson Knox still chasing. Ethan Sikorsky sits 3rd. Brett Guzik is 4th. And Nick Nickerson 5th. That gives us 4 playoff drivers currently sitting in the top 5. That is fantastic. But Benjamin Lacey is looking to slide underneath Nick Nickerson here and make it 5 in the top 5. Taking a look here at the number 2.
Yeah, that would be pretty awesome. I like when they're all up there. We've had races before where in the top 10 we had 1 playoff driver still alive. This is good. I like heavy competition.
Yep, right now that is Kevin still working here on the outside there. Brandon Jackson. Jackson was trying to see if he could make a slight little move, but it costs him though. Dropping him back. Let's check back in. Right now Foster's enjoying that high line where everybody's getting that speed, but you really got to tip your hat there to Brandon Jackson, still hanging in there. Decide not to give up. I think that's going to make some issues here for Brandon Jackson, who has yet to pit here during this race. Now, Kevin Foster has pit back there on lap number 29. He's definitely been using those tires up and is working to his favor. He's still churning up to the front, but it looks like Benjamin Lacey might be under fire here.
Not this lap. Yeah, we're staying on top of Brendan Jackson there is going to keep them from being able to do that triangulating the corners that Kevin Foster was talking about. He can't really do that when somebody's down on his bottom line.
No, not at all. Not at all, but they're definitely going to be kind of weighing their options here, and who's got the car to make it happen here tonight. Right now, Eddie Hagge is showing some some strength out there as he now leads this pack by half a second. 1 second over top of Ethan Sikorsky, and it grows from there. 2 seconds to Foster, 6 seconds to Lakey, and Welch down 3 laps, and he's not going to be able to get them back as Greenwell and Harkins have now gone down a lap.
Exactly. Yeah, he has had some drop-off, though, of a full second, Eddie Hagge up there in the front. That's probably due to being one of those that hasn't come in for his tires.
Yep, worn tires. Last lap of a 16.86 as exactly 1 second slower than his fastest lap here of the night. But still, we are starting to get a gaggle of cars here of guys mashing up. Ones who have pit, ones who have not. Right now, Kevin Foster, Connor Gibson, and Ricky Hart, currently sitting here in the top 10, have taken tires. They're going to sit here and mix it up as they march Curtis Yancey out of the top 10. Whoa, Foster almost gets squeezed there by the 99, but survives.
So far, so good.
Yeah, I'm wondering if Benjamin Lacey, who started up in the front, remember he started in the lead, has fallen back to 5th. He had the hot lap, but does he have the pace? Less than 100 laps left to go here. You see this is definitely churning away. These laps are chipping away, and it won't take long for somebody to make a mistake. Right now, Eddie Hagge still staying out front. This is going to be a good points night for these two guys, for Hagge and Jackson Knock. And that would be beautiful if they can finish in these positions. But there's still a lot of race left to go here.
A whole lot of race. Now, Jackson Knock is currently in 4th as far as the playoff points go this round. Eddie Hagge being in 3rd. So it will be interesting if they do finish in these places, just how much that will make a difference, because Connor Gibson and Brett Guzik are in 1 and 2. And Connor Gibson is in 7th. So he doesn't have a lot of playing room.
Well, not even. He doesn't have playing room on the points or out there on the track. Look who's sitting behind him. That is Cody Welch. Right now he's up here running with the 7th and 8th place drivers. And the 31, and may have some downforce issue, 85 into the wall.
Yes.
I guarantee you, Welch would love to get up toward the front. Welch voted the most favorite here to win this championship. And he's off to a rough start here in round number 2, race number 1. We got a battle here for the lead. Right now, Eddie Hagge and Jackson Knock are going at it. Knock had the lead there for about a blink of an eye. And Hagge's going to have to fend off that 0-0. Trying to find him. Knock is around here somewhere. Early on Knock's car, taking a look. Here comes Hagge. Hagge holding that outside, but it's kind of lurking in the background is Brett Guzik.
Yes, that's what I'm watching too, is just to see how much he's going to take advantage of this battle.
Yeah, if I were Brett Guzik, now would be a good time to put that shark fin on top. And give it a little bit of a Jaws theme here. Here it comes. Right now, that's going to be Knock. Knock's getting the clear. Got it. So taking over the lead on lap number 64. That's going to go to Jackson Knock. Brett Guzik.
Holding that high line.
Yeah, he's going to go ahead and get Hagge as well. Hagge's fall off is pretty wicked here. Now, I don't know if Hagge was driving far enough away before that last caution and burned his stuff up. When the caution came out, he had nothing left.
Yeah, what I'm finding interesting at this point is from their best times, even the fellas that took tires, they are down over a second. They're all running basically 17-second laps right now. Tires or no tires.
Yeah, the fall off is pretty wicked here. For the guys who did get tires, I would say when they came in and got some, there's going to be a little bit of an issue whether they're burning them up to floss through the field. Which, speaking of the field, I do want to find where Carter Phillips is, as I think Carter Phillips may be in trouble here. That's the leader.
Uh-oh.
Yep, so right now, Naka getting ready to get introduced to a little bit of lap traffic here, and not the kind that ride still on the track, trying to get their lap back the hard way, which we'll double-check out there on Mr. Cody Welch. And Welch is actually passing Haggy.
Okay. I'm sorry that
Yeah.
was an evil laugh, but all right.
So Budget Off-Road is out there saying Cody is in 4th. I think if this was a 300-lap race, he might have a chance here, but he has got a few laps here to make a pass. Welch came in on lap number 31 for a 23-second pit stop, and he is currently running up on our second-place driver.
Yeah, that's awesome. But now
Oh, dog! Welch is wiped out here! Hard shot to the wall! No caution!
and
Carter Phillips!
Yeah, he has no front end and no fast repair. We are speechless, can you tell?
Been a caution?
They're asking out there in the chat if there's going to be a caution. Cody Welch is wiped out here.
Yeah.
Carter Phillips will survive. Holy cow. That was the most insane thing I've ever seen. And I think even Eddie Haggy's asking if there's going to be a caution, because right now he's going to need a life preserver out there, as unfortunately I think he is still sinking backwards as Sikorsky and Brandon Jackson are about to attack. Oh my gosh. Alrighty, we're going to keep watching this. Stella, you make the call here. I'm going to see if I can find what happened here.
All right.
As Cody Welch is absolutely annihilated here.
Yes. Yeah, so Eddie Haggy does seem to be basically surrounded at this point by Ethan Sikorsky and Brandon Jackson. There's our caution. Don't know if it was referring to Cody Welch's incident or whether we have something new, but number 4 seems to be up here now on lap 78.
Yeah, it's not going to matter at this point. Cody Welch is now down 10 laps if that is them making the call. Let me see if I can find something where we're at least close. Yeah, this looks like this is it. So Cody Welch getting ready to make a pass here. And gets absolutely obliterated. What?
I don't know.
Welch to the outside in the 30s. It looks like he just lets go.
Wow. Thought he was in Martinsville.
Oh my gosh. That was insane. Let me see if we can find another angle of this one more time here. I know Eddie Haggy. Haggy watching from the back. Just boom.
I mean, I thought I'm watching hockey. That was a wall check if I'd ever seen.
Yeah. So I wonder if I can find, one last time, I want to find Carter Phillips here and see what causes this here. We're sitting inside Carter Phillips' car. Oh, the car let go.
Yep.
Did you see the wheel? He kept turning harder to the left. He had driven the front tires off this thing, and there was nothing left of the car.
Yeah.
Hey, doggy out there. Yeah, that said show me 30 in car. You got it. So that's exactly what we saw. You saw him turning, and that's where the car straightened up. Hard yank to the left, and that thing just went up. Oh, my gosh. Alrighty. That
Oh,
was insane.
We are back under caution, and I would like to let the people out there know that Brett Guzik is sitting in first place.
All right, this is actually Curtis Yancey here on lap number 76.
Oh. And this is what caused the caution.
Actually, there.
Yep.
Yeah, we look at it from that angle, but actually I think it might get worse. As I'm showing not, but a little bit later, I'm looking to see Connor Gibson. There might be some trouble here out of the 31. Says he might have crashed here. I'm looking to see brake check.
No, YouTube. No, look good.
Okay. So just Curtis Yancey looping around here. Almost. But that's only in horseshoes and hand grenades. All right.
And atomic bombs.
And atomic bombs. All right. Well, let's get back under green here as everybody is pretty beside themselves.
No, Nick Nickerson is sideways. We're under caution again.
The cautions that Cody Welch needed.
Yes. Yes.
Are now starting to stack up. Yeah, Nickerson may be hanging his head after that one. Fresh tires there on lap number 78.
I was just going to say.
Yeah, we saw that exactly from Kevin Foster. Same sort of deal. Yeah, just inside line. And look at Benjamin Lacey. I don't know what to do.
Cody Walsh is taking it back to the garage.
Yes, I don't think there's any saving that race car.
No. So he and Paul Wilson will be watching from the beautiful owner's suite. The end of the race.
Dude. All right, Nick Nickerson heading back down pit road here. Brett Guzik holds on to the lead. As we wait for a lapped car to get by, Yancey trying not to rear-end anybody.
Kevin Foster's hopped down into pits again, and he's been there for almost 30 seconds. Oh, 31.32. He must still be working on getting some things hammered out. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
Boo. Boy. Rough race here for drivers you wouldn't expect.
Yes.
And a lot of guys are just trying to
hang on.
Stay out of the way. Try to see if they can maintain and do something with this race.
Our hard charger tonight is Brandon Jackson so far. He is up 12 places. He's been keeping his nose clean out there and running a good race.
Yeah, so far. Right now, I'm wondering if everybody has their time. Because this has just been absolutely insane out there for our guys who have not had the best of luck here. I mean...
Oh, we have two fellas that are still hoping for more green flags. That'd be Jason Greenwell and Carter Phillips, who are down, I believe, 2 and 5 laps, respectively. So, let's see if it will or won't happen in this case.
I will definitely hope best for our drivers out there. See if they can come up with that answer. Boy, oh boy. Yeah, I see Jennifer out there saying she's pretty sad right now. Hopefully she's there to console the number 85 out there. So 2 drivers have retired here from the race, Paul Wilson and Cody Welch, who currently sit 19th and 20th. Let's see how everybody does on, oh my gosh, slick tires out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Some guys decide to come down.
Hasn't come up in any kind of temperature, really. From 69, now it's like 71 degrees, so...
Caution.
Oh, there you go.
Un mas.
Mr. Greenwell?
Yep.
Again. Oh.
All right, I think that might be a couple here. Showing yeah, there's a problem here during the caution lap, and then yeah, I'm wondering if he's starting to have disconnect problems. Is there 3? Oh my gosh!
No. Oh, come on. Oh, wow.
The 30 car gets nailed.
Yep. Carter Phillips.
What happened to his car? Look how it jerked.
Yep.
All right. We'll see if we can get an in-car view there of Mr. Jason Greenwell.
His car actually, before this even starts, his car looks funny. I don't know how to say it. It's like he doesn't have a back end on his car. It's smooth. Then he comes down here and smash. See?
Well, that should be normal for these 4 Thunderbirds.
Oh, looking like that?
Yep, we'll see Brett Guzik's.
Oh, he just has a very
Yep.
monochrome paint job.
Going at all our guys.
Nice.
All right. Those are all our 4 Thunderbirds out there. Race getting off to a interesting run here. Jay out there saying there's some karma that somebody had collected up the 30 there. I would hope not.
No.
I would hope not. Like I said, I think Cody Welch's night was not tonight. Normally that guy is out here dominating. And everybody has a bad race every once in a while. Unfortunately, none of them are his fault this time.
Yeah, the heartbreaker here is that Cody Walsh was currently sitting right on, he's below the cut line. He's number 8 of the 8.
Cody Welch is below the cut line?
Well, we are now looking at cutting the next 4, correct?
Yes.
He is number 8.
Oh my gosh.
So, 5, 6, 7, and 8. He's number 8 with 883 points. So, the leader having 902.
And how many regular season wins does he have?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that would take out your 2 biggest players out here. Consider Nick Nickerson won 6 races this year.
Mm-hmm.
And he was eliminated first round. I mean, if Cody Welch is undone, I think that's really going to take everybody's kind of fantasy draft here and scrap it. Holy cow.
Nick had 6, Cody Welsh had 5. So...
All right, we have received 6 cautions here for the night. Eddie Hagge about to be under some real trouble here as he falls down to the 7th spot. That car is just not coming around for him. He had a hot streak and now is unfortunately kind of looked like he added weight to the car here. Jackson Knox sits 3rd. Brett Guzik leading the way in front of Brandon Jackson. Jackson, the only one in the top 3, not in the playoffs. He's going to be including Ricky Hart if we count the top 5 as our non-playoff drivers. So 4 out of 10 here, not bad. Of our guys who are in the playoffs and not, Ethan Sikorsky sitting 4th. So he's got definitely a good head on his shoulders and wants to have a good finish here tonight. And he's definitely going to be applying that. Aggie now looks like he settles down in the 8th. Can't seem to find a groove here on the top. And Benjamin Lacey is around. The reason he is around, and we've got another driver backwards. And I believe that is Brandon Jackson.
Bingo.
Holy cow.
Several loop-de-loops.
Brandon Jackson, Benjamin Lacey, and Curtis Yancey involved in this. Yeah, we'll check on our playoff driver here, Benjamin Lacey. Looks like he's got some front-end damage there. He could not get that car slowed up enough. As we're coming up on just about 54 laps left to go in this race. All right, show me Brandon Jackson. Oh, too low.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's what does it.
I'm impressed, though.
I think
One car.
The 31 probably got the craziest view of that. He's the only one who went high side.
Oh. Yeah, he's been watching too much Days of Thunder.
Yeah.
Go high, go high.
Always go to the outside. I want to know, does he touch the... No.
No,
Yeah.
all by himself. But look, everybody misses him. Ooh. Except one car.
All right, so Yancey sliding sideways.
Yep.
Benjamin Lacey sliding sideways. And I want to know, did Jackson not nick him on the way by?
I could not quite tell. It looked like he skirted past.
All right, well, we'll double take a look here. All right, for all our
Looks pretty
Knoxsters
clean
out
to
there,
me.
let's see how he does. You see him slicing here to the bottom.
Yep.
Oh, man. Also, Bob Berry back there made it through. Not bad. All righty, guys. Crazy shuffle up here.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Had
showing
a few
anybody
people
in...
come down and refresh their tires and fuel.
Yep. I think the next driver to retire here for the night currently is going to be Kevin Foster. Too much damage to the nose of that car. He draws the line. Nobody in the infield car care center, so everything should be mostly A-OK for their drivers out there.
Pace car is off. And we are under green.
Yep, back under green. Let's check in on Jackson Knock. Knock to the outside. Sikorsky sitting third. Oh, Sikorsky. Watch out for Ricky Hart there on the outside. Hart in the number 28 here. Oof. Yeah, right now, if you cannot get a high line here, you might be in danger. As Sikorsky's now going to get knocked down to now fifth. Got to get to the high side. Nick Nickerson, does he let him up? Yes. Kelly Queel out there saying not good.
No.
Dang it. But Nickerson's going to show you how to drive on that inside line. So lap number 85, he took his, he came down for a fuel and go to get back out there. And Guzik's still leading this race. Bristol Concrete 153 having a lot of trouble out here, and a lot of drivers just trying to survive. I would definitely say this is a heck of a call here for the 87s at Bristol. A very difficult car to control and not a whole lot of room. As next week we move to the Xfinities. I'll talk a little bit about that. Let's take a look.
Kevin can't do it. Nickerson can. I guess go propane. Go Big Red.
Yep, well, I noticed with the GFR team, Benjamin Lacey is down with those guys. And Kevin Foster is taking it home for the night. Caution. Brandon Jackson again.
He went through that fast repair pretty quick.
See what happens here. Yep, loops it again. Yancey a little gun shy this time. And the 99 slides in the pit. We'll see if they wave off the black flag here.
Yeah, for going into closed.
Going in with too much speed.
Oh, okay, that too. Sorry.
Well, I think pit speed's only 30 or 25 or 30 miles an hour.
Oh, Lord.
And he went through there booking about 90.
Just a bit outside.
Yep. Well, this is definitely going to call for pitting for most of our drivers, Brett Guzik being one of them. Three drivers decide to stay out, and they're ones who have actually been on the back end here. Eddie Hagge, Benjamin Lacey, and Brandon Jackson as the race off pit road. We'll see who makes that. I think Jackson Knock does get Ricky Hart by a hair.
Yeah, Eddie Haggie's going to be in a little bit of trouble here with those tires unless he's been doing some really good conservation techniques.
Yeah, this is a run to the line here with Ricky Hart and Brett Guzik.
Where's the line? Oh, I'd say Ricky got that. It's pretty easy to see.
Interesting. Yeah, because it's showing currently Ricky Hart should have it.
But he's in 6th.
Yes. Yep, he'll be starting in the 6th spot. They did not give it to him. I believe they're marking the line at the end of the concrete.
Oh, okay. Not where the line is.
No, which it should be the line. I'm trying to find an excuse for why. But
otherwise, what's the line for?
Well, honestly, if you think about it, Ricky Hart might actually have the favorable line here, as having that high side.
Yeah.
So might want to just go for it here. I don't think fuel is going to be an issue. So if these guys can make it on their tires, and the oldest one on their tires is that number 97 at Monte Carlo, let's see what he can do with fresh air. Back out front again. Ton of damage to the front of Benjamin Lacey, but that doesn't seem to be slowing him down. I think he's got the piranha out there of Brett Guzik, who's going to be looking to eat up so as much track as possible. Fighting on the outside here of Benjamin Lacey. Everybody on fresh tires out there. Let's see if an early caution happens. Boy, hard work here.
Really low.
Yep. Yeah, Lacey wants to fire underneath Guzik here. But going even lower than that's going to be Nickerson. Nickerson, the inside line. Brett Guzik following behind Hagge. He's passed him once. He's going to be looking to do it again. All right, now Brett Guzik taking 4 tires here. The second time here tonight on lap 110. And Brett Guzik.
Oh, wow. And took out Jackson Knock. Oh, took out Matt Crockett, who I don't think had been in anything yet tonight. Oh, my heavens.
Well, no bonus point out there for being safe. And I think we've got a broken left front toe.
Who?
To the 11.
Oh, Bill Harkins. Oh, dear.
Yep. So Bill Harkins will have to be coming down into pit road here. Hopefully he has not used his fast repair already. Brett Guzik is going to be the one having a restart. Can he do a Cody Welch move here and come up with an answer? Screaming down into pit road comes the 15. Ton of damage here. Ton of damage. That's 9 cautions here on the night. We'll bring out LAT Racing Oil for you guys, so you guys can see what is going on out there. Let's see how Brett Guzik does and what gets him loose. Oh, it goes to dive to the bottom and it snaps. Oh.
Life.
Yep.
Yeah.
Knocks. Harkins.
Oh. Yep.
Boy.
Yeah. I would not want to be on the other end of the radio in a couple of those cars.
No, I would not either.
Now, how does Eddie Hagge not come in? These guys are on 110, 118 lap tires, and he's still on 78. Now, Brett Guzik just laid down the fastest time of the night at a 15.769 right prior to this. But, it's...
If he can manage his tires, he may have something. I want to see how the 15 is evolved. He's all the way back here, though.
Mm-hmm.
Checks up on Bob. Watch Yancey. Oh!
He avoids knock and gets... Yeah.
Yeah, the 99 was trying to send it through. 15 had checked up, and there's just nowhere to go. We're out of real estate. So Jackson Knock and Brett Guzik pull their get out of wrecked car free card. We'll see if they got anything. As they don't have as many cars to pass as Cody Welch did, but they've got to churn their way up to the front. Nickerson's going to be starting to the inside of Eddie Haggy here. So does Haggy try to tree him here? Does he launch immediately, or does he try to get Nickerson to cross the line first?
That doesn't seem to bother anybody, so I'd say he trees him.
Bum, bum, bum. There he goes. All right, let's go ahead here. 9 cautions on the night. The number 7 of Benjamin Lacey and his Pontiac chasing up. Led by Monte Carlo, and we're watching the Buick here of Nick Nickerson. Ricky Hart's getting ready to join in with his. Yeah, notice how Ethan Sikorsky out there in the Chevy Monte Carlo's taking a look. That 94 machine's been top 5 all night, and he's going to be there for a little bit longer as our caution comes back out.
Wow.
Man.
It's not Bill again, is it?
I don't think so. Bill came in for some repairs in the front. And I don't think it was Bill.
Because he went back out.
Yeah, let's check in here around Jackson Knock. I think David Lakey.
Oh.
Beautiful view. Oh, absolutely terrible. Let's try that again. Let's chase him. David Lakey. Huh. That simple.
That was not worthy.
Negative. No. No, I was going to say, that was not worthy. But the caution that didn't come out is when Welch is put into the wall and absolutely obliterated. And pieces are on the track. Bill Harkins loved the All About Barrels award. All right, coming in is going to be Benjamin Lacey. Boy, a top 3 driver coming down into pit road. I would say this would be a good call for tires and no fuel. And what kind of repair does he do to his car?
You think he'll take the fast one now?
Absolutely not.
Good.
Because he will be in the back of the pack starting 14th.
Yeah. If he can drive with it like that, keep it that way.
Yep.
That's fair.
Boy, fresh tires. Oh, lap 125 here for Benjamin Lacey. Still not in the pit for Eddie Haggy, who came in on lap number 78. Everybody behind him is either 110 or newer.
Yes.
He's definitely going to quiet everybody out there in the crowd and here in the chat and even out there on the field. If Eddie Haggy can come away with a top 5 with these tires worn out. So far, Stella, the times still look pretty even out there. But if we go full green, he may be in trouble. If we keep going through caution after caution, he may be laughing this one to the finish line. So far, he's been stellar every time he gets out there for a restart. Gets good clear, but only gets about a car length in front of Nick Nickerson here. Nickerson going to be looking to shoot up the track as soon as absolutely possible, and he does.
There he goes. Now, even with all that wild craziness.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh. Again. Caution number 11.
Well, I think Eddie Haggie's decision's been made for him here. I think he'll be coming down and getting some tires.
Why not? I mean, just like you say, he's in 14th now.
Yeah, Mark Allen Bivens is recommending that Eddie to defend. Well, nope. Time to turn that defense off and turn it straight offense. He's got less than probably 20 laps when we get back green, and that would, if we can stay green.
Yes. John Osborne is down to keep him company. Looks like he's going to take that last set of tires. Maybe fix something up, too, John Osborne.
We'll definitely see here. Let's go ahead and take a look at our caution. We saw how it kind of unfolded here.
EOL for the 2.
And that is race control coming in. And they are calling Nick Nickerson for an EOL. End of line
Alrighty
penalty.
You got this, Ethan.
Well, that'll be interesting because that'll put the two fellas right back next to each other.
Yes. And I think everybody's hoping Ethan Sikorsky might win this race. A playoff driver here in the front. Yeah, right now I think if Ethan Sikorsky can get up to the front and hold on to it, this is going to be close. Holy cow.
That would definitely help his playoff bids.
Nick Nickerson should be entering the end of the longest line. And Eddie Haggie will be the outside, I believe, here of David Lakey. Benjamin Lacey had fought himself up to the 9th position here so far. Curtis Yancey joining back into a podium position. And Brett Guzik currently sitting in 5th. Still opportunities out here. It's 11 cautions on the night. And right now we are getting ready to see it get dicey. 31 of Connor Gibson here to the inside. Away we go. Sikorsky gets off to an amazing restart here. Holy cow, look at the distance. Ethan Sikorsky breaks away. Here comes Curtis Yancey.
Yeah, that breakaway was short-lived.
Yeah, I was wondering if he was staring at the rearview mirror, laughing at the speck he made of him. And Yancey opened it wide open here. Chasing on through, 19 laps left to go. Right now, I guarantee you Ethan Sikorsky's shaking up there. Because he's nervous, but I think everybody's trying to calm him down, tell him just hit his marks. Right now, I see a little wobbling back here from the Benjamin Lacey area. Benjamin Lacey, there it is. Caution.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Well, he saved that fast repair.
Holy cow. Right now. Yeah, I'd be surprised if the RC doesn't park him. That was a huge hit.
Yeah, he went from dense to non-existent. Oh, and his trunk is debating on whether to continue racing or not.
Yep, here we go. Benjamin Lacey following behind the 99. Lacey steps out to the side, banks off the 15. Yep.
Okay.
Aggie avoids death.
Saw that. Then what? Oh, what?
Yeah, Carter Phillips decided, you know what?
I'm
No.
going to end his night.
Yeah. So, all right, the wreck's happening up front. You can see at the top left of the screen. Wow. Well, you asked if Benjamin Lacey would take his fast repair? Good call.
Yep.
Mark Allen Bivens says, I'm going to cry.
Yeah.
I have a feeling it's not out of shame. It's out of laughter.
Really? Okay.
He said Carter couldn't go anywhere, but... It's a lot of things that you can do here at a track like Bristol. What you want to do is when you are racing a super speedway, well, is you can actually make the adjustment to the driver. And a super speedway, you want to sit higher in the car because if you are drafting behind somebody, all you can do is look at the guy's spoiler. So you raise the height of the seat, and you can actually look through the guy's back window and through his windshield. So you can see if something's happening before it actually gets there.
Like you do when you're driving.
Right. But it's the opposite here at Bristol. You want to sit as far down in that car as possible, where it's the dash isn't impeding your view, because as you go around the turn, you're looking already up toward the top of the windshield. So if you're already too high, he never saw it until he was, 200 feet off of him. If you sit down in the car, you're able to see farther out in front of you, and that's an adjustment I think some drivers do forget. But not forgetting here is Ethan Sikorsky getting off to another great restart, but Yancey putting him under fire here. Yeah, Sikorsky getting up close to that wall. Brett Guzik still lurking in the background, sitting fifth. Right now, some guys are still fighting it here. Right now, Carter Phillips extended amount of time down in the pit. I don't know if the 30 will be able to return here tonight, as two drivers have been taken out by that number 30 car. Cody Welch out there, and now Benjamin Lacey. So let's see how it goes. Right now, we've got 10 laps left to go this time by. Right now, I'm wondering if Yancey's trying to set him up here. Good backup of the turn, and Yancey's got some speed.
That he does.
Oof.
Oh, but he bends his speed on the wall.
Yep. Well, right now, this is going to cause some trouble, as right now Brett Guzik is looking to force a 3 wide, and I wouldn't recommend it. Brett Guzik getting caught up here. Yeah, Guzik getting in a tight spot, trying to make the right decision here. Almost turns the 31 in front of him.
Knock.
And Jackson Knock, look at that. The 00 on the bottom.
No, there goes. Oh, hold it.
Goodbye. Yancey punts himself. Guzik getting caught up in it. Caution.
Caution?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. We check back in on Yancey. I don't know if they're throwing it for debris on the track. Taking a look here off the nose there of Brandon Jackson. I think we are missing the bumper here of Curtis Yancey.
Another one that's having his deck lid wiggle like a duck butt.
Yep.
Tail.
Let's take a look at it here.
Oh. Ricky Hart.
But this should know.
No.
Doink, right there. And when you saw the rear bumper come off, that's why I was wondering if it's what threw the caution.
Really? I mean, we've had them flying in multiples. Interesting. Okay.
Let's see if we can get maybe a higher view here.
Guzik and Knock
Oh, yeah.
were really squashed together there.
They were not going to be denied. I think as the tires started heating up there, that went quite well, as Jackson Knock has slid himself up to the 3rd position. 5 laps left to go here in this bout. Got a couple more caution laps to get underway here. And Mark Allen Bivens kind of rooting on some of his teammates out there. Ethan Sikorsky in the front. Marshall Crocker bringing up a good point out there. I was going to bring that up if he can win this race. Is last on the pole out there for if he's going to win the playoffs here. Just sitting in that number 1 spot.
I like it. 4 to go.
Yeah, not bad. He's been up in the lead here for the last 20 laps.
But my only concern is that fella right there to his left.
Yeah. Now, if he can get a good restart here, he may have to psych him out.
Yeah.
Or start really early into the turn and see if he can break his stride. Sikorsky last came down on 110, just a little bit fresher tires. 8 laps fresher is going to be Brett Guzik. And that shouldn't matter here with about 4 to go. You see him cocking to the side here. They're checking the pace speed of Sikorsky as he enters the Geico restart zone.
And 1 through 5 are playoff drivers.
Yep, here he comes.
Woof.
Sikorsky, good start. He fended off Yancey. Can he fend off Brett Guzik? 3 to go. Into the wall.
Oh, and that was enough to give Brett Guzik a chance here. He has reeled him in to less than 2/10 of a second.
Yeah, Brett Guzik has been able to fly by, and Sikorsky going around.
Oh, no. That's the end of that suit. Oh, my heavens. I don't know if I've ever seen a hood off and see the inside.
Ethan Sikorsky, I think, has blown the engine here. And right now, let me tell you, this guy is absolutely deflated right now.
Do you blame him?
Well, I wonder if up front he
could taste it.
Yeah, I just don't know if panic set in. Because reeling him in was Brett Guzik here. And I'm wondering if he ever lets off the gas.
He almost... Oh, no, I didn't.
Yep, Connor gets it. Brandon Jackson gets it. Lakey's getting it. Yancey gets hammered. Nick Nickerson.
Oh, look.
Whoa, Lakey.
At that. He's still going. He's still going. Does he land? Yes, he does.
Let's see if we can get another angle of this here from Lakey.
I've seen ballerinas do fewer pirouettes than that. Look, and just picks up and rolls. I love it. Tenacity, man.
This is inside David Lakey's car here.
Uh-oh. Oh. Irreverently speaking, it's the puke cam.
And he turns the wheel like he's in GTA. Trying to get it to flip over. Holy cow. So down into pit road with Ethan Sikorsky. I guarantee you this guy is absolutely blown away right now. And being able to possibly come away with a win, Brett Guzik returns back to the front. Holy cow.
So, he's next to Jackson Knock, but I would like you to notice Eddie Hagee is in 3rd place.
Yep.
With tires from
130.
130.
Yeah. Yep.
But Jackson Knock, I'll tell you, he has been running this race like, his life depended on it, because we've seen him making moves up the middle. We've seen him making moves super down low. I don't think he's going to give Brett any slack at all.
I don't think Ethan's... I think Eddie Hagee right now is getting ready to send him. Huge check up there.
Oh, yeah.
From Knock to Hagee. Watch Hagee slice this one. He's not going to show any mercy. Here they come. Knock. Trying to hold on to it here. Final lap. Right now they are sliding in through 1 and 2. Brett Guzik here on the outside. Jackson Knock taking another look. Don't know if he's got enough of a run, but he's going to have to send it. Can he get him on the rotation here through the turn? It looks like Knock ain't got enough for him. Brett Guzik comes away with the win here at the Bristol Concrete, 153.
And somebody just ate the inner wall.
Yep, that'd be Ricky Hart, got maimed. And we'll get a quick bite here from Ethan Sikorsky, who looks like he made it out of the infield car care center. Ethan Sikorsky, dude, what happened?
Oh my god, I can't believe I did that. I just overdrove the corner and just lost the rear end.
I was going to ask you, taking a look at it from our end, did you let off the gas?
No, I just went too hard in and just lost it.
Oh my gosh, dude. Right now I got people out here that were so excited to see that 94 machine in the front, and you were running so hard up there, and we thought you may have had it.
Yeah.
Were you nervous,
so
Brett
awesome.
Guzik behind you?
A little bit. He had fresher tires. I knew he was going to be a lot faster than me, but oh man, I can't believe I was just in shock. I can't believe I did that.
Holy cow, dude.
I feel bad for all the people I got involved in that too. That was, oh man, that sucks. That really
all right.
sucks.
Well, what have we learned, Grasshopper?
Don't overdrive it.
Don't let the field control you, my man. You just got to run your race. Run you, and you will survive. Holy cow, man. Well, Ethan, congratulations, man, on absolutely destroying your race. And we will see we will see you try to kick it in overdrive next week, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Shameful.
I didn't know how else to put that. All right, our race winner here is Brett Guzik. What a run here.
I would still like to let you know that gentleman finished in 12th. I don't care if he is 5 laps down and just got out of the pits, but he finished 12th, and he will get points for completing the race.
David Lakey rolled his car 8 times and finished 11th. Come on.
Details.
Oh my gosh. Benjamin Lacey at least came away with a top 5 here. Absolutely mind-blowing here, right here at the end of this race. All right, all these are, of course, unofficial results, though. This will all be reviewed by race control, and 153, they're going to wish they had less than 53. Because it may take them all week to come up with this one. Brett Guzik, congratulations on his win. We're going to mow through him as we talk to him here in just a moment. What a run. And Yancey was able to fight back up to 7th. Nickerson with an EOL gets 9th. Wow. I mean, even Bill Harkins, when he bent that left front, ended up coming 14th. Way to stick it out there, buddy.
But this particular race, we had 153 laps. Do you realize 56 of them were done under caution? 1/3 of the race. Yes.
All right. All righty. Good Lord. All right. That was interesting. All right, let's go ahead and we'll cut to commercial here real quick. Wait, and we'll mow through these guys here pretty quick and see what they got to say.
Hey, Bandit Racing League viewers, Marshall Crocker Jr. here, driver of the 785 Racing number 78 car, here to tell you all about the all-new Bandit website. From this week, BanditRacingLeague.net is your place for all things Bandit Racing League. At the top of the website, when you log in, you'll see a couple tabs, including our Season 13 schedule, where you can see where we'll be every given Wednesday night of the season. We got our live racing broadcast page, courtesy of Simtrax Broadcasting, where you can watch all of our past races from this season. We've also got our About page, which includes a little bit of info, and a Request to Join link, where you can become one of our newest drivers in Season 14. finally, we've got our standings from this season, where you can find out which of your favorite drivers will be in the top 12 at season's end, who will make the Bandit Season 13 playoffs. And finally, our race results page for the most recent results from the last race in the calendar. After you're done watching tonight's broadcast, why not go check out BanditRacingLeague.net to learn more about your favorite Wednesday night racing series. Thanks very much, everybody, and enjoy the rest of the broadcast.
LAT Racing Oils is invested in winning. With industry-leading at-track support, superior engineering, blending technology, and the World Championships to prove it, LAT is your premier choice for racing lubricants. Used by NHRA Pro Mod champions Jose Gonzalez and Chris Thorne, along with their closest competitors, LAT Racing Oil continues to carry top-level racers to the winner's circle in all categories of competition. From engine oil to transmission fluid and gear oil, LAT has you covered from end to end in your race car. A nationwide dealer network means easy access to our products as well. Visit LATRacingOils.com for more.
Hey there, Bandit Racing League fans. Marshall Crocker Jr. here, talking to you all about GeezerAuthentics.com, your place for official Bandit Racing League merchandise. Let's check out some of our hot new items, including the Jackson Knock t-shirts that come in a variety of sizes and colors, just the same as our new 785 Racing hoodies. They come in a variety of colors to keep you warm and toasty this winter season. You can also see our Simtrax broadcasting merch to rep your favorite broadcaster, with some desk pads and some water bottles and various other merchandise, as well as our GFR Racing team shirts to rep each and every driver on one of the best teams in Bandit. Go check out GeezerAuthentics.com to see how you can support the series and your favorite drivers.
All right, we are catching up with our third place finisher in the 97 machine, Eddie Hagge. What a race, buddy. Front to back, side to side. Bristol had everything here tonight.
Yeah, it did. It was an eventful race. Led a lot of laps. Fortunately, got in that wreck with Nick. I think it was kind of a racing deal. I mean, he was a little high. I was maybe a little low. We're just both going for the win. Very grateful just to race and compete and be in the playoffs. I have to always thank my sponsors, Maggie HR Consulting, EP, Wealth Advisors, and congratulate my teammates, man. Jackson and Brett. That's a BC Sim Sport top 3. So it was a good day for the playoffs for sure.
Yeah, no kidding. As you didn't make a tire call, most guys had about 40 lap fresher tires than you out there. Is that a call you would have made again if you had another shot at it?
Yeah, because I wanted to win the race, and I wasn't going to win it back in 7th or 9th going into pit for tires. And it's hard to say if me and Nick got to race that out, who would have won. I think you saw with Sikorsky, the tires kind of equalized with a bunch of cautions, and he was staying out there and had a lot of speed today. I think I'd had a chance to finish first or at least second.
All right, everything's bigger in Texas, so what do you look forward to next week?
Next week will just be fast. It'll be tough in the Xfinity car, real fast, and just going to try to find some speed, try to find something to differentiate myself. Texas is a tough track for me, and I've never really figured it out. So I have to spend a lot of time practicing because it's a tough field, man. It's the playoffs.
Yep.
Time to go win a championship.
They say turn 1 and 2 is the toughest ones. If you can't set that up, the rest of your race is history. Eddie Hagge, congratulations on your third place finish there, buddy. We'll see you next week.
Thank you, guys. We'll see you.
Oh, yeah. All right, Eddie Hagge, great job there. That moves us on to one of our Knocksters out there, Jackson Knock. Boy, what a run it was here for you here tonight. You got smashed up a couple of times, but talk to me on this last run, you charging up to the front the way you did.
Yeah, from a lap down to back up to second, I was really just going as fast as I could. I went 3 wide. I did some risky things, but I got to where I needed to be. I feel like I definitely could have won that race if I was a little bit more aggressive towards the end, but I had a teammate in front of me and a teammate behind me, and I felt that the safest thing to do would finish the race. So,
attaboy. I was going to say, a lot of guys getting mashed up out there and trying to figure out how to get their way to the front. But this moves us on to Texas. I mean, how in the world are we going to be looking at the OxyClean 00 Chevrolet out there come into play when you move from a short track like this to a larger track like Texas?
Well, going from Atlanta, obviously that's a super speedway, but you're able to see that I was able to do pretty good there, and I'm able to do pretty good at a short track like this, and hopefully intermediate being right in the middle, I should be able to do good there too. I've done pretty good at Texas in the past. I believe we're in the Xfinity car. That's probably my best car there. So, hopefully expect to see me around the same position.
All right, go ahead and squeeze in your sponsors here, buddy, and the people out here watching you.
All right, so we have OxyClean, not the OxyClean you have heard of, the OxyClean that came 50 years before. We clean things that use oxygen, such as scuba gear or parts that go on spaceships.
Okay.
That's cool.
I'd also like to thank my mom, my dad, my grandma, my grandpa. We got Braden, Matthew, anyone else that's in my chat, Mailbox Media, anyone in my chat, and everyone who comes out to watch the stream. Appreciate all of you.
All right, Jackson Knott, congratulations on your second place finish, and we'll see how you do next week in Texas.
Yep, thank you.
All right, we talk about Texas a lot. But we're definitely going to go ahead and squeeze in Bristol first, because I definitely have got to know how Brett Guzik keeps his head up and continues charging in this race after suffering a late race caution and was able to turn his way through the front, even though Jackson Knock and Eddie Haggy were chasing right behind. Brett Guzik, talk to me. How'd this Ford Thunderbird do out there tonight?
I mean, it was fast. Whenever I was out in the open, early on there, I felt pretty good about it. The track started to kind of migrate towards a lot of rubber and a little bit slippery, so it didn't necessarily go in the direction that I wanted it to. So it presented a few events out there where the car kind of took off, and we lost it there. I think, I don't know, 40 or 50 laps from the end or whatever it was, but I just tried to stay the course, and I got a ton of lucky breaks there at the end, and circumstance put me back up there at the front. And we just kind of circumstanced our way into winning this race.
All right, well, we see it was high line, low line, and a lot of cautions here tonight. Did the cautions play in your favor, with how many we had? Or are we saying lucky breaks as we were trying to avoid a lot of the wrecks that were happening out there?
It seemed like 95% of the events that happened out there went my direction. So that's probably the reason why I ended up in victory lane tonight, is circumstance. Whether it's a wreck or whatever, it all played in my hands and allowed us to rebound.
All right, well, that does take a playoff driver here and make you continue churning your way toward the front. Texas Motor Speedway is next. All right, we get off the concrete and we move over there. And after 56 caution laps here, this should definitely work out very well for you moving into Texas. So how do we attack that track coming up next?
We're just going to play it by race. I think I'm going to sort of play it the same as this race. I'm going to, do as well as I can in qualifying, and I'm going to pace myself early on in the race. And then if the car's there, we can go up and try and win it. But obviously I have to pay a little bit of attention to the points and the bubble, and try not to take myself out of it. That's going to be most of it.
All right. Well, definitely I will get your last take on this here, and go ahead and do your shout-outs as well. Cody Welch finished very, very low here, and he may be teetering on the outside here of elimination. Does the win give you a breath, of relief here, moving in farther into the playoffs?
It definitely does. It just makes me have to, race the way I can. I don't feel like I have to go 10 tenths the whole time to make it in. I feel like the final playoff round or whatever. And but guys like Cody, they're gonna have to charge these next two rounds if they want to make it in, and they're gonna have to either probably finish first or second in both of them to be able to pull it off. So it makes it really easy for me. It makes it difficult for a lot of others. So that's what I kind of hope for once I got into the playoffs, that like I could have one or two good races that would show our potential, and then just get us to the final round where it all counts. And just like to thank you guys at Simtrax Broadcasting for putting this on every week. You guys do an amazing job. Bandit Racing League, Bill Harkins for putting this league on. for so many seasons. We can't thank him enough for what he does. Kevin Foster and all of his partners, A Perfect Shine Auto Spa, and just like to thank everyone watching tonight, including my family, and a bunch of shout outs to you guys.
All right, Brett Guzik, appreciate you, buddy. Congratulations on your win here at the Bristol Concrete 153, and we'll see what you can do in the big state.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, well, now you heard it, everybody, from the man. No sweat now, as he's definitely going to be toning it down here for the next round. But he should be A-OK, feeling a lot more secure, and they'll be kicking it off there in the Lone Star State. So, Stella, anything left to add here before we send everybody home?
You betcha. One, we're going to be seeing soon the trophy that will be given out. It is something unique for the playoff driver who wins this season. Second would be that Brett Guzik has climbed 5 positions and is now sitting at the top of the playoff standings. So we shall see how we go from this half mile to 1.5 miles in Texas. And hopefully we'll see a few less yellows and a lot more green.
Yep, I can definitely be hopeful, and hopefully it does work out that way. And I can't wait to see how everybody else is going to handle after the cautions, moving to a larger track, getting into something a little more comfortable. But to me, it's not any more comfortable with turn 1 and 2 being so dangerous to make or break people's races. But that's going to do for us here at Simtrax Broadcasting, bringing you the Bandit Racing League on this fine Wednesday night. Be well, be safe, be kind. We'll see all you guys next time.